on the rain bed. Yeah, midnight rain outside. Cat sleeping on my lap, steam rising up. Raindrops dancing on the window glass, watching all the blurry headlights pass. Ceramic mug held tight in my hands, honey and lemon, simplest of plans. Yellow street light reflected in a puddle below, watching the evening traffic moving slow. Cozy armchair blanket pulled up high, not a single cloud in my mental sky. Let the storm do what it wants to do, I'm right where I belong with a perfect view. Got that 90 BPM holding down the floor, leaving all the heavy weather right outside the door. We're catching that rainy corner tea groove, watching the droplets roll and move, sipping on the quiet while the midnight falls. Safety inside these amber wooden walls. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the steam, living in the warm, rainy night dream. Cat wakes up, gives a sleepy little yawn. We ain't gotta worry about the morning dawn. Old vinyl record playing in the dark, a gentle jazz riff leaving its mark. Pages of a magazine turning real slow, feeling the peaceful uninterrupted flow. Sip of hot tea washing down the spine, everything out there is doing just fine. Let the storm do what it wants to do, I'm right where I belong with a perfect view. Got that 90 BPM holding down the floor, leaving all the heavy weather right outside the door. We're catching that rainy corner tea groove, watching the droplets roll and move, sipping on the quiet while the midnight falls. Safety inside these amber wooden walls. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the steam, living in a warm, rainy night dream. Listen to the rain fall, tap, tap, tap. A warm furry friend curled up in my lap. World outside is frozen, world inside is bright. Safe inside the rhythm of a rainy Tuesday night. Lights turn low, just a single candle spark, glowing like a firefly hidden in the dark. Took a final sip, feeling so complete. Nothing in the world could beat this little sea. We're catching that rainy corner tea groove, watching the droplets roll and move, sipping on the quiet while the midnight falls. Safety inside these amber wooden walls. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the steam, living in a warm, rainy night dream.
sharp, satisfying click of a cassette deck play button. A brief second of an alley rail tape hiss. Paper pages turning. A warm, fretless bass line slides in with a 90 BPM beat. Yeah. Press play. Close your eyes. Listen to the tale.
Heavy headphones resting right over my ears, watching how the midnight slowly disappears. A gentle voice begins to paint a brand new scene, taking me to places that I've never been. No heavy traffic and no flashing neon light, just an audio journey through the middle of the night. Words are flowing smooth like a river in the dark, leaving behind a quiet, invisible mark. The real world is fading out into the gray, letting the narrator wash it all away. Got that 90 BPM holding up the frame. In this little universe we leave behind our name. We're catching that late night story groove, letting the words and the bass line move, lost in a tale of a distant, distant shore. Always coming back and pressing play for more. Yeah, we're taking it easy, riding on the sound, with the best kind of magic that can never be found. Imagination running wild across the room, chasing all the shadows right out of the gloom. Every single chapter is a comfortable escape, and giving all my hidden little fantasies a shape. Vintage electric piano playing in the back, keeping all my wandering emotions on the track. Don't need to look at a complicated screen, just feeling the colors of the in-between. The real world is fading out into the gray, letting the narrator wash it all away. Got that 90 BPM holding up the frame. In this little universe we leave behind our name. We're catching that late night story groove, letting the words and the bass line move, lost in a tale of a distant, distant shore. Always coming back and pressing play for more. Yeah, we're taking it easy, riding on the sound, with the best kind of magic that can never be found.
Beat strips down to just a tape disc. Deep sliding bass and soft acoustic guitar plugs.
The plot thickens up, the mystery unwinds. The greatest adventures live inside our minds. Following the voice, letting go of the wheel. Everything is fiction, but it feels so incredibly real. The final chapter is coming to a close, where the characters are heading, nobody really knows. A perfect little ending to a perfect little flight, saying a quiet goodbye into the night. We're catching that late night story groove, letting the words and the bass line move, lost in a tale of a distant, distant shore. Always coming back and pressing play can ever be found. Story's over. Time to dream. Fade to black. Midnight lounge, take a seat, pour a glass. Hey. Amber light glowing through a smoky haze, sitting in the corner of the golden days. Double bass walking on a velvet floor, leaving all the noise right outside the door. A brush on a snare drum, subtle and sweet, finding the pulse of a slow motion street. People talking softly, laughing in the dark. Every single shadow leaves a cozy mark. The world outside is spinning way too fast, but here inside the moments learn to last. Got the 90 BPM holding up the frame, riding down a night without a single name. We're catching that underground jazz club groove, watching the smoke and the shadows move, sipping on the rhythm while the clock ticks slow. Nowhere else to be and nowhere else to go. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the sound. This kind of magic that can never be found. Rings on the wooden table, history carved in grain, washing all away like a gentle summer rain. Piano chords drifting like a plume of gray, chasing all the heavy thoughts of day away. No place to hurry, no deadline to meet, just sinking down deep into the vintage sea. The saxophone is talking straight into the soul, helping every scattered little piece feel whole. The world outside is spinning way too fast, but here inside the moments learn to last. Got the 90 BPM holding up the frame, riding down a night without a single name. We're catching that underground jazz club groove, watching the smoke and the shadows move, sipping on the rhythm while the clock ticks slow. Nowhere else to be and nowhere else to go. Yeah, yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the sound. That's kind of magic that can never be found. Down in the basement, away from the crowd, where silence speaks louder than talking out loud. Swinging so easy, swaying so deep, keeping the promise that the night has to keep. The glass is nearly empty, the hour is growing late, leaving all the worries to some other day. Just one final rhythm before we say goodnight. It blazing in the amber and the neon light. We're catching that underground jazz club groove, watching the smoke and the shadows move, sipping on the rhythm while the clock ticks slow. Nowhere else to be and nowhere else to go. Yeah, yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the sound. This kind of magic that can never be found. Yeah. Good night, club. Time to walk home. Fade out slow. Yeah. Sunday evening, naping on. Let's take it slow. Golden hour light hitting the kitchen floor, like the heavy world outside the heavy door. Vegetables on the board, knife in my hand, got the smoothest rhythm playing across the land. Olive oil shimmering right in the pan. I'm just a simple, slow motion kind of man. A sip of red wine to wash the week away, turning the chores into a quiet holiday. No need to rush, no need to watch the clock, just feeling the groove on this little wooden block. Got that 90 BPM setting the pace, putting a tight smile back on my face. We're catching that tipsy kitchen groove, letting the jazz and the spices move, stirring the pot with a soulful sway, washing the dust of the city away. Yeah, we're taking it easy, seasoning the night. Everything is tasting so perfectly right. Wiping down the counter, clearing up the space, living in the rhythm of this cozy little place. Smell of garlic and butter filling up the room, sweeping away the last of the afternoon gloom. Moving my feet across the black and white tiles, trading the heavy miles for some easy smiles. Humming a melody nobody else knows, going exactly where the gentle wind blows. No need to rush, no need to watch the clock, just feeling the groove on this little wooden block. Got that 90 BPM setting the pace, putting a tight smile back on my face. We're catching that tipsy kitchen groove, letting the jazz and the spices move, stirring the pot with a soulful sway, washing the dust of the city away. Yeah, we're taking it easy, seasoning the night. Everything is tasting so perfectly right. Turn the heat down low, let it simmer and breathe. Got the kind of peace that I never wanna leave. Washing the dishes, but my mind is flying free. Just this Jazzhop rhythm the evening needs. On the stool, waiting for the bell, caught inside a beautiful and lazy spell. Shadows getting long, painting up the wall. I'm not in a hurry to do anything at all, just soaking in the flavor of the passing time, tasting every lyric of this easy rhyme. Yeah, we're catching that tipsy kitchen groove, letting the jazz and the spices move, stirring the pot with a soulful sway, washing the dust of the city away. Yeah, we're taking it easy, seasoning the night. Everything is tasting so perfectly right. Yeah. Dinner's ready. Keep the groove alive. Fade out. Yeah. Flip through the bins, find a classic. Take your time. Yeah. Wooden crates stacked high in the neon glow, flipping through the covers where the rare gems go. Dusty paper sleeves with a story to tell. Living in a world where the old beats dwell. Checking out the matrix stamped on the wax. Listening to rhythms that are built to relax. No digital screens and no hurry feed. Just a good old record is all I need. The city outside is racing in a blur of blue, while we are discovering something vintage and true. Got that 90 BPM holding up the floor, leaving the noise right outside of the door. We're catching that vinyl hunter slow record groove, watching the needle and the turntable move, spinning the past while the evening is cold, finding a treasure that is worth its weight in gold. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the sound. Best kind of magic that can ever be found. Yeah, headphones on ears in the corner of the shop, listening to a sample that is never gonna stop. Cardboard boxes filled with a bit of soul, making every scattered little feeling feel whole. The owner is nodding with a quiet smile, staying in this groove for a little while. Not a single deadline burning up the eyes, just organic magic underneath the skies. The city outside is racing in a blur of blue, while we are discovering something vintage and true. Got that 90 BPM holding up the floor, leaving the noise right outside of the door. We're catching that fall of hunter slow record groove, watching the needle and the turntable move, spinning the past while the evening is cold, finding a treasure that is worth its weight in gold. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the sound. Best kind of magic that can never be found. Spinning around 33 and a third, without having to say a single word. Music taking over, carrying the weight, staying in this corner till it gets too late. Putting it in the bag, stepping out into the air without a lag, carrying the treasure down the quiet street, finding a rhythm for my evening feed. We're catching that vinyl hunter slow record groove, watching the needle and the turntable move, spinning the past while the evening is cold, finding a treasure that is worth its weight in gold. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the sound. Best kind of magic that can never be found. Yeah, record secured. Yeah, head back home. Fade out slow. Take your time. A wet gray earth turn around on a wheel, shaping a vessel that is honest and real. Pulling it upward with a gentle embrace, finding a balance in a sacred space. Smell of moist clay and the steam of the pot, washing away all the things I forgot. No rush rush to finish, no shape to force, letting the water take its natural course. The city outside is racing in a blur of stone, while we are building a world of our own. Got that 90 BPM spinning the core, leaving the noise right outside of the door. We're catching that pottery slow wheel groove, watching the clay and the potter's hands move, sipping on green tea while the evening is cold. We're watching the curves of a masterpiece unfold. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the clay, smoothing the rough little edges away. Trimming the base with a small metal wire, setting the piece for the drying and fire. Wiping the table and cleaning the splash, leaving behind all the hurry and dash. A ceramic cup sitting right by my hand in the quietest corner of artisan land. Not a single screen burning up my tired eyes, just organic magic underneath the sky. Outside is racing in a blur of stone, while we are building a world of our own. Got that 90 BPM spinning the core, leaving the noise right outside of the door. We're catching that pottery slow wheel groove, watching the clay and the potter's hands move, sipping on green tea while the evening is cold. We're watching the curves of a masterpiece unfold. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the clay, smoothing the rough little edges away. Spinning so slow, centering the soul, turning the broken pieces into whole. Water and earth coming into the light, keeping the peace in the middle of the night. The wheel slows down, the studio is still, watching the shadows stretching on the sill. Placing the greenware to dry on the rack, living a dream and never looking back. We're catching that pottery slow wheel groove, watching the clay and the potter's hands move, sipping on green tea while the evening is cold. Watching the curves of a masterpiece unfold. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the clay, smoothing the rough little edges away. Yeah, form is complete. Put down the clay, fade out slow.
Yeah. Folding signatures,
thread and needle. Take your time. Stacks of cotton paper waiting in a row, stitching up the spine where the quiet stories go. A drop of linen glue on a wooden binding bench, working through the night with a steady gentle wrench, punching holes by hand in a signature apart, building up a volume with a patient loving heart. No digital distraction and no flashing screen, just the oldest craft that the world has ever seen. The modern world is rushing in a blurred neon light, while we are weaving history into the quiet night. Got that 90 BPM, keeping up the pace, finding true devotion in this little working space. We're catching apple binders, slow rhythm groove, watching the needle and the cotton thread move, pressing down the covers in the heavy iron screw, making something lasting, something beautiful and true. Yeah, we're taking it easy, stitching up the scene, down within the pages of 1,000 quiet dreams. Leather on the table, cutting corners neat, tapping with a hammer on a ledger edge so sweet, foil stamping golden letters on a spine of brown, far away from troubles of the hurried town. Every single page is a sanctuary made, where the rush of daytime memories can softly fade, weighing down the boards till the morning light appears, preserving all the wisdom of the passing years. The modern world is rushing in a blur of neon light, while we are weaving history into the quiet night. Got that 90 BPM, keeping up the pace, finding true devotion in this little working space. We're catching apple binders, slow rhythm groove, watching the needle and the cotton thread move, pressing down the covers in the heavy iron screw, making something lasting, something beautiful and true. Yeah, we're taking it easy, stitching up the scene, down within the pages of 1,000 quiet dreams. Needle in, needle out, pulling tight the thread, laying all the worries to a peaceful, quiet bed. Chapter bound to chapter, history secured by the gentle rhythm of the craft we have endured. The book is fully bound, the leather getting dry, looking at the masterpiece beneath the midnight sky, placing it to rest on the wooden shelf of fame. Nothing in the room will ever feel quite the same. We're catching that bookbinder's slow rhythm groove, watching the needle and the cotton thread move, pressing down the covers in the heavy iron screw, making something lasting, something beautiful and true. Yeah, we're taking it easy, stitching up the scene, down within the pages of 1,000 quiet dreams. Yeah, volume complete. Put it on the shelf. Fade out slow. Yeah, midnight dough, fresh bread in the oven, smells like home. crust glowing in the oven light. Sweet smell of cinnamon and through the night. Kneading the flour on a wooden kitchen board. Playing a rhythm like a comfortable chord. Coffee machine humming softly by the wall. Answering the quiet little midnight call. No rush to open up, no customers in line. Just baking up a moment where the world feels fine. The city is sleeping under blankets of cold, while stories of the oven are beginning to unfold. Got that 90 BPM rising like the yeast. A quiet little celebration for the least. We're catching that midnight bakery groove, watching the steam and the melodies move. Sipping on a latte while the counter gets clean. Living in the sweetest little cozy routine. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the sweet, finding the magic where the flower and rhythm meet. Staring out the window at the empty street, tapping out a measure with my stocking feet. A tray of chocolate cookies cooling on the rack. No heavy worries and no looking back. The bell by the door is resting for today, chasing all the bitter little shadows away. Just an egg peron and a relaxed state of mind, leaving all the digital static far behind. The city is sleeping under blankets of cold, while stories of the oven are beginning to unfold. Got that 90 BPM rising like the yeast. A quiet little celebration for the least. We're catching that midnight bakery groove, watching the steam and the melodies move. Sipping on a latte while the counter gets clean. Living in the sweetest little cozy routine. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the sweet, finding the magic where the flower and rhythm meet. Clock on the wall, ticking so slow, watching the dough and the flavor grow. Simple ingredients, patience and time, turning the ordinary into something sublime. The oven clicks off, the kitchen settles down. The quietest corner in the sleeping town. Taking a bite of the warmth in my hand, living the best life in a baker's land. We're catching that midnight bakery groove, watching the steam and the melodies move. Sipping on a latte while the counter gets clean. Living in the sweetest little cozy routine. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the sweet, finding the magic where the flower and rhythm meet. Yeah, fresh batch done, time to rest, fade out slow. Yeah, Sunday tidy up, open all the windows, let the sun shine in. Fresh cotton sheets hanging on the balcony wire, watching the golden rays getting higher and higher. Stacking up the books that were lying on the floor, sweeping all the dust right out of the front door. Spread spritz of lemon water on the wooden tabletop. Got a little rhythm that is never gonna stop. Wiping down the glass till the city shines through, making my apartment feel brand new. No heavy thinking, no heavy line, just folding up the laundry in the warm sunshine. Got that 90 BPM swinging in my stride, feeling real good on the inside. We're catching that sun-drenched afternoon groove, washing off the dust and watching clouds move. Tidy in the corner with a gentle swing, soaking in the quiet that the weekend can bring. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the clean, living in the calmest little Sunday scene. Fold a white shirt, place it in the drawer, find a simple piece that I was looking for. Potted plant sitting by the windowsill, watching the water drop, standing real still. Shoes in a line, records in a row, riding on a rhythm that is gentle and slow. Uncluttering the space, uncluttering the mind, leaving all the messy little worries far behind. No heavy thinking, no heavy line, just folding up the laundry in the warm sunshine. Got the 90 BPM swinging in my stride, feeling real good on the inside. We're catching that sun-drenched afternoon groove, washing off the dust and watching clouds move. Tidy in the corner with a gentle swing, soaking in the quiet that the weekend can bring. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the clean, living in the calmest little Sunday scene. Fresh breeze blowing through the curtains light. Everything is organized, everything is right. Breathe in the lavender, breathe in the sun. Day is almost done, but the piece has just begun. On the clean floor, leaning on the wall, nothing left to organize, nothing left at all, just the smell of fresh linen hanging in the air. Not a single burden left for me to bear. Oh. We're catching that sun-drenched afternoon groove, washing off the dust and watching clouds move. Tidy in the corner with a gentle swing, soaking in the quiet that the weekend can bring. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the clean, living in the calmest little Sunday scene. Yeah, house is clean, mind is clear, fade out slow.
Carve it out, soft cedar wood, take your time. Block of soft timber sitting on the bench, working through the hours with a steady wrench. Small knife shaving off the curls of the grain, washing away the residue of day and pain. Smell of pine and sawdust floating in the room, chasing all the heavy shadows out of the gloom. No rush to finish, no pattern to prove, just finding the rhythm in a gentle move. The city outside is rushing in a blur of cold, while stories of the forest in the wood unfold. Got that 90 BPM shaping up the line, a quiet little piece of a design. We're catching that wood carve, a slow rhythm groove, watching the blade and the cedar shavings move, shaping the edges in the yellow lamplight, finding our peace in the middle of the night. Yeah, we're taking it easy, smoothing out the seams, carving a path to 1,000 quiet dreams. Sandpaper rubbing on a rounded edge so fine, tracing every circle and every gentle line. Pencils and sketchbooks resting on the side, Nowhere to hurry and nowhere left to hide. The shelf is filled with figures carved from the past, making a moment that is built to last. Not a single screen burning up the eyes, just organic magic underneath the sky. The city outside is rushing in a blur of cold, while stories of the forest in the wood unfold. Got that 90 BPM shaping up the line, a quiet little piece of a design. We're catching that wood carve, a slow rhythm groove, watching the blade and the cedar shavings move, shaping the edges in the yellow lamplight, finding our peace in the middle of the night. Yeah, we're taking it easy, smoothing out the seams, carving a path to 1,000 quiet dreams. Wave meets the timber, curling up so slow, watching the shape of the little sculpture grow. Patience and balance, quiet in the hand, the truest kind of magic in a craft in a way. Finished, the table brushed clean, the quietest corner that you've ever seen, placing it proudly on the wooden display, Haitian all the rough edges away. We're catching that wood carver, slow rhythm groove, watching the blade and the cedar shavings move, shaping the edges in the yellow lamplight, finding our peace in the middle of the night. Yeah, we're taking it easy, smoothing out the seams, carving a path to 1,000 quiet dreams. Yeah. Masterpiece done. Put down the knife, fade out slow. Yeah, stitch by stitch, colorful threads. Take your time. Square of cotton linen stretched across the wood, tracing out a pattern like a neighborhood. Needle pulling softly through the woven thread, painting with the color while the world is fed. Smell of herbal tea sitting on the side, working through the hours with a gentle pride. No rush to finish, no design to force, letting every petal take its natural course. The city outside is racing in a blur of gray, while we are crafting beauty out of threads today. Got that 90 BPM keeping up the pace, creating pure quiet in this little space. We're catching that embroidery, slow needle groove, watching the colors and the fabric move, stitching up a flower while the evening is cold, watching the pattern of a story unfold. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the thread, leaving all the worries to a quiet bed. Knots tied neatly on the underside, so clean. The coziest workshop that you've ever seen. Pencils and sketchbooks resting on the shelf,
finding some peace and reconnecting with myself. Scissors cutting softly through the cotton string, listening to the rhythm that the night can bring. Not a single screen burning up the tired eyes, just organic magic underneath the skies. The city outside is racing in a blur of gray, while we are crafting beauty out of threads today. Got that 90 BPM keeping up the pace, creating pure quiet in this little space. We're catching that embroidery, slow needle groove, watching the colors and the fabric move, stitching up a flower while the evening is cold, watching the pattern of a story unfold. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the thread, leaving all the worries to a quiet bed, pulling the thread, locking the scene, living inside and make dreams. Patience and color coming into the light, keeping the peace in the middle of the night. The embroidery is finished, the frame is set down, the quietest corner in the sleeping town, placing it proudly in the amber lamplight, washing all the heavy thoughts away tonight. We're catching that embroidery, slow needle groove, watching the colors and the fabric move, stitching up a flower while the evening is cold, watching the pattern of a story unfold. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the thread, leaving all the worries to a quiet bed. Yeah, pattern pencil, put down the needle, fade out slow.
Turning orange, just breathe it out, yeah. Leaning on the railing, looking at the street, the daytime hustle slowing down his beat, shadows getting longer on the concrete wall, listening to the quiet evening call, clouds are painted pink and a little bit of gold, watching how the city stories all unfold, taking off the heavy jacket, loosening the tie, watching the airplanes painting up the sky, the sun is sinking low behind the skyline view, washing the horizon in a pastel hue, got that 90 BPM keeping me aligned, leaving all the stress of the daylight behind. We're catching that sunset balcony groove, watching the colors and the city lights move, suspended in the air, floating on the breeze, finding a moment of absolute ease. Yeah, we're taking it easy, soaking in the glow, watching the world spinning steady and slow. Sipping on a cool drink, ice against the glass, watching the neighborhood pedestrians pass, a gentle little wind blowing through my hair, taking away the last of the heavy care. The street lights flicker on, one by one, saying a quiet thank you to the setting sun. No messages to check, nowhere to be tonight, just soaking in the fading of the light. The sun is sinking low behind the skyline view, washing the horizon in a pastel hue. Got that 90 BPM keeping me aligned, leaving all the stress of the daylight behind. We're catching that sunset balcony groove, watching the colors and the city lights move, suspended in the air, floating on the breeze, finding a moment of absolute ease. Yeah, we're taking it easy,
time, nothing left to spend. Riding on the magic of the daylight's love. An extended breezy jazz flute solo trading phrases with a warm mellow Rhodes piano, backed by the classic lo-fi boom bap drum. The stars are waking up right above the town. The heavy city noise is finally dying down. A perfect transition from the day to the night. Everything is balanced, everything is right. We're catching that sunset balcony groove, watching the colors and the city lights move, suspended in the air, floating on the breeze, finding a moment of absolute ease. Yeah, we're taking it easy, soaking in the glow, watching the world spinning steady and slow. Yeah, welcome tonight, stay chill.
Yeah. Scanning the past. Old memories. Take your time.
Strip of color negative sitting on the glass, watching the digital ghost of the moments pass, sorting through the postcards from a distant town, writing down the dates as the sun goes down. Light box glowing bright in the quiet room, chasing all the heavy shadows out of the gloom. No rush to finish, no album to complete, just organizing fragments of a life so sweet. The city outside is rushing in a blur of blue, while we are bringing older chapters back to view. Got that 90 BPM keeping up the pace, preserving history in this little space. We're catching that film, scan a slow rhythm groove, watching the digital files and the memories move, stacking the postcards up in a neat little row, riding on a rhythm that is smooth and slow. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the past, making a fleeting second memory. Dust brush sweeping gently off the plastic frame. Every single picture has a secret name. Smell of old paper and the hum of the screen. The coziest workshop that you've ever seen. Pencils and envelopes resting on the side. Nowhere to hurry and nowhere left to hide. Not a single deadline burning up the eyes. Just organic magic underneath the skies. The city outside is rushing in a blur of blue, while we are bringing older chapters back to view. Got that 90 BPM keeping up the pace, preserving history in this little space. We're catching that film, scan a slow rhythm groove, watching the second memories. Scanning line by line, colors coming through, turning an old Polaroid into something new. Patience in the dark, starting out the years, washing away all the unnecessary tears. Scanner powers down the quietest corner in the sleeping town, placing the stack of letters in the wooden drawer, living a dream and not asking for more. We're catching that film, scanner slow rhythm groove, watching the digital files and the memories move, stacking the postcards up in a neat little row, riding on a rhythm that is smooth and slow. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the past, making a fleeting second memory last. Yeah. Folder complete. Put it away. Fade out slow. Yeah. Red safety light. Watching the image form. Take your time. Ruby red glow shining in the quiet space, hanging up the film strips in a steady place, swirling the tray where the shadows start to clear, bringing back a memory from a yesteryear. Chemical smells in the silence of the night, turning total darkness into liquid light. No rush to see how the picture's gonna turn. Every single second is a slow burn. The world outside is fading in a blur gray, while history is printing on the sheet today. Got that 90 BPM holding up the frame, developing a moment without any name. We're catching that dark room magic groove, watching the silver grains and shadows move, sipping on the quiet while the image takes its form, safe inside a red light, cozy and warm. Yeah, we're taking it easy, letting memories blend, watching the picture from the start to the end. Rinse in the water, let the paper stay clean, hanging up the negatives where nobody's been, capturing a smile on a porch in July, framing up a piece of a soft creek sky. Patience is a virtue when you're waiting for the trace, tracing out the lines of a familiar face. Not a digital screen burning up my eyes, just organic magic underneath the skies. The world outside is fading in a blur of gray, while while history is printing on the sheet today. Got that 90 BPM holding up the frame, developing a moment without any name. We're catching that dark room magic groove, watching the silver grains and shadows move, sipping on the quiet while the image takes its form, safe inside a red light, cozy and warm. Yeah, we're taking it easy, letting memories blend, watching the picture from the start to the end. Patience in the dark, waiting for the view, turning what was hidden into something true. Silver on the paper, shadows turning clear, bathing in the stillness of the midnight here. The timer rings out, the development is done. Cleaning up the print beneath the safety sun. Looking at the masterpiece hanging in the frame. Nothing in the room will ever be the same. We're catching that dark room magic groove, watching the silver grains and shadows move, sipping on the quiet while the image takes its form, safe inside a red light, cozy and warm. Yeah, we're taking it easy, letting memories blend, watching the picture from the start to the end. Yeah. Phoenix Drive. Good night. Yeah. Fade out slow. Sound of fine soil being gently shoveled into a glass jar. Water spray, Mr. hissing softly. Stopper in an average BPM. Lo-fi beat. Yeah. Planet Mars. Green glass world. Take your time. Sitting on the wooden desk, layering the pebbles, making it pictures. Tweezers placing ferns inside a tiny space, create a jungle in a quiet place. Mist of water falling like a morning dew, making every little leaf look bright and new. No rush to finish, no deadline to meet, just building a nature that is small and sweet. The city outside is rushing in a blur of gray, while we are growing a forest of our own today. Got that 90 BPM, keeping up the pace, breathing pure oxygen in this little space. We're catching that terrarium, slow green groove, watching the tiny ferns and the tweezers move, sealing the glass jar while the evening is watching a miniature universe unfold. Yeah, we're taking it easy, blanket in the soil bed so fine, tracing a circle along the glass design. Small white stones arranged in a neat little row, watching the quiet little ecosystem grow. Pencils and sketchbooks resting on the side, nowhere to hurry and nowhere left to hide. Not a single screen burning up the tired eyes, just organic magic underneath the sky. The city outside is rushing in a blur of gray, while we are growing a forest of our own today. Got that 90 BPM, keeping up the pace, breathing pure oxygen in this little space. We're catching that terrarium slow green groove, watching the tiny ferns and the tweezers move, sealing the glass jar while the evening is cold, watching a miniature universe unfold. Yeah, we're taking it easy, breathing in the moss, living a moment with zero gain or loss. Growing so slow, life in a jar, brighter and purer than a distant star. Water and earth coming into the light, keeping the peace in the middle of the night. Sealed tight, the workspace is clean, the coziest forest that you've ever seen, placing it proudly in the amber lamplight, washing all the heavy thoughts away tonight. We're catching that terrarium slow green groove, watching the tiny ferns and the tweezers move, sealing the glass jar while the evening is cold, watching a miniature universe unfold. Yeah, we're taking it